My name is Dr. Nabila Fash.
Doctor, as in like you're a medical doctor or you have a
The
PhD?
honorary PhD.
Oh my goodness.
Mm.
You are Oritsefemi's wife.
Yeah, I am I don't. Okay, so let's
Ah,
get into it.
hey. So what happened, guys? What happened? You guys seem to be such a cool couple. What happened? Or we're just reading and seeing what's going on social media. What really happened?
Um, oopsie. So I don't think it's anything crazy. But like every marriage, there is always trouble, and and I think talking about domestic, I want people to know that domestic is not just physical. So let's not just concentrate on the physical part, Domestic can be, verbal abuse, mental abuse, even financial abuse, domestic violence. Let's not get to people just want to stay with the physical part of domestic. So for me, I've had like few news in the media about domestic um, cheating.
Ah, was he cheating?
Um, was he cheating?
That Yetunde's laugh, that laugh is unholy.
um, I'm not here to put anyone down because at the end of the day, um, before you married someone, you love them. That's why you decide to get married to them. And when you get married, you're not open to divorce or get separated or whatever. But for me, I think when I saw, I'm sorry. So when I saw Bimbo stuff last week,
Oh yeah.
I think I got PTSD from that, like because it's like repetition of stuff, like when you have like issues and people keep saying go back, make it work, then you go back, you make it work, and it get worse. Or sometimes you go back and you think you're making the progress, and there are secrets. I think for me, the worst thing I've ever had to deal with is, as a very private person, is to have my business out there. Um, and people think they could tell me how to live my life or whatever. And my marriage to me was very sacred in the beginning, but it became I became someone else in marriage because I think at some point I was even out of order, like when you get to this place of pain and you can't even control yourself anymore. So I
Mm.
remember last year, February, I was at work and I got a call that there's been a strange woman in my house, and I remember driving back to my house, which was like just like 3 to 4 minutes drive from my office to the house. And I remember the only thing I picked up from my office while driving home was my mobile phone. And I remember calling my daughter. Um, I don't have my own biological child, but I got into the marriage with kids from other women, which I actually embraced as mine. And
It's
excuse
okay.
me,
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Mm. It's
Sorry, man.
okay, Nabila.
It's okay.
yeah.
Don't cry.
And
Oh.
Mhm. I was their mommy, and I was so happy to be their mom.
Mm.
Mm, yeah. So I remember calling my daughter on my way home, and they picked up the phone, but she wasn't the one that picked up the phone. And I could remember the conversation while driving home. Um, she was in distress. She was crying and saying, "Don't hurt me." And I could remember him telling her, "You want to break my marriage. You want to break my marriage." And she was saying, "Daddy, you're beat." And I was driving as far as I can just to get home. And when I got home, I didn't see the person, and but my daughter was a bit shaking, and she had to okay. So what am I driving at here? The first thing I could do, I was mad. I was really upset. It was a Monday I would never forget. And the first thing I did was to take my phone and went on my story, and I wrote a whole lot of rubbish, like, "Whoever the woman is that came to my house to do this morning while I was at work, you're lucky I didn't meet you in my house, because it would have been a different story." And I remember a lot of people coming at me, telling me that your business is not with the woman, is with the man who brought the lady to the house.
They always say that.
And I remember giving another chance after that. While some people think I was but being raised by a single mother myself, I was the normal Nigeria mentality of you have to make your marriage work, and I really wanted my marriage to work. But what really broke the camel's back was that I was living a lie with someone I was really deeply, madly in love with, and I thought that was my happy ending, because yeah, I've got fertility. We had issues having our own biological kids, but I was a lovely mother of two wonderful girls from two different women. I do not know that I'm not related to, but this person still see it like they were doing me justice by having kids outside without my knowledge.
Hmm.
Yeah. So it became important for my sanity, for my mental health, to take a decision that wasn't easy, but definitely a decision that made me be here today. Like, I'm here today, and I can say this story because if I didn't make that decision, who knows, being bored didn't get a chance to tell our story.
Her story. Now, I want to take you back. The abuse of marriage, was it psychological as a result of cheating, in your opinion, or was it physical? Did he actually lay his hands on you?
I think there were times this person was being physical. I think physical like twice. But the most important thing, like the most important I had, was more of verbal and emotional, I would say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it
And
got to yeah.
let's talk about the cheating. because I hear your side. You know, I always try to be as fair as possible and allow every party say their own side of the story, just for the sake of fairness. The cheating, in your opinion, was it just a one-off? Was it just a Nigerian man? You know, Nigerian men can cheat here and there, but they love their wives. There was something I posted today on my Instagram. I don't know if you saw it. I said many Nigerian men are actually very faithful, especially to their side chicks. You know, the average man is faithful to his side chick. You know, he has just one side chick. And because I saw a video of a man destroying the range his side chick got from her other boyfriend. He was angry and he was pained that after all I did for this girl, apart from my wife in Canada, this is the only other girl, this is my only side chick. And I'm like, you know, so, and it seemed normal to a lot of people. I want to ask you, is it normal? Was it a one-off, or was it a constant part of your life?
I had to deal with it constantly. And at some point, you know, they told me it came with the job.
Oh. It came with the job.
They told me it came with the industry this person is. Like, it's normal.
Oh.
I have to deal with it. I even had people say to me, like, you know, just have a child, and then your concentration will be on your child, not on the man. And I'm thinking, how does that make it go away? Like, so you have a child and the cheating goes on. But you know, for me, at some point I became numb to the cheating. Like, okay, I saw it as being normal when it's not meant to be so. But like I said, I could take anything, but having a child on me without telling me, I felt really betrayed. Like, I felt like this person would say, I love my wife, but how do you love someone and you hurt them so deeply?
I wonder.
So where is he now? Where are you now in the relationship?
I filed for divorce.
When did you file?
3 months ago.
What is he saying? Is he accepting it, or what is he saying?
He's not accepting it. I think he feels like it's going to be like one of those days where he will come out and, you know, say something and everything will be under the carpet and would have to take pictures and form couple goals again for the media, but for the gram. But no, I think women needs to know when to draw the curtains.
Let me ask you a question. Me playing devil's advocate. Could it be that he was just trying to have a child of his own?
After you've had three from
You've
3
got
different
children
women,
already.
then you got married.
So it wasn't just a one-off. See me defending somebody here.
Yeah. So then you got married, and you
Okay, you
think
already have 3 kids before you married him.
he had two before he had two. Then there was one on the way when we're about to get married. Which you know, I was like, you know, because you didn't tell me about that other one, I would accept the two into our home, but that other one, you could look after her from afar, but don't bring her into my home. Then a year ago, and this is really funny because by my calculation, the time he came out to stay to Nigeria to beg his wife to come back home, he already had another woman pregnant. So how could you do that?
Wow.
How could you come out to tell Nigerians to beg a woman to come home when you know you've done something that crazy?
So the way you're talking about this seems like this cheating was a constant part of your marriage from your explanation. How did you deal with it? Maybe could it be that he was looking for a son? Let me speak for them.
Yeah, I think that's you actually hit the nail on the head, Daddy
What an
Freeze.
excuse.
Yeah, that's the excuse, looking for a son. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Now,
I'm happy for him because he finally got a son, right? So I'm kind of happy for him.
oh wow, oh what he was looking for. Now,
Yeah.
I want to ask you a question here. This is a personal question, but I'm just trying to build up to what could have been the issue. How was the intimate life, as in the fakafiki,
Between us.
food?
Maybe the
Between
fakafiki
us.
was good. That was why
Yeah.
Nabila stayed.
Oh, it was good, very good.
You see?
So what was it outside?
My husband, my husband could be out there, but I'm his home. When he comes back home, he needs to satisfy he needs to still satisfy his wife. Yeah. So
Oh my
that's
God.
So when the one he eats outside is not enough, come and eat at home.
no, yeah.
Oh Lord.
Food is different from takeaway, right? Is that not what they say? Cooked homemade food is kind of different.
Oh, Nabila, I'm not now.
But you weren't you afraid if what you're saying is true, you'd be afraid of STIs now?
Very true. Very true.
You're afraid of STIs?
Very, very true. So,
Did you ever get an STI? Let's start with that. Did you ever get an STI? An infection?
Mm-mm.
That means it was careful now. It was at least protect.
Careful, but he had babies.
Oh, what he had babies. Hey.
Careful, but he had babies.
Husband is difficult. I've tried very hard to defend. I just can't. Hey, had babies. Oh, try. Now, what were the type of women he was going after? Was there a specific spec?
Don't let me go there, Daddy Phrase. Is
You have to go there. We're already there. We are the point of the thing. Let's not enter. We are at the gate already. Let's just open the gate and enter the house.
Not the kind of people I could want to speak to, or they could want to speak to me. Not those kind of people.
No. As in how?
You see, right now, for me, it's all about healing, moving on, and trying
Where
to
were you guys
not
living?
make
Where were you guys living?
living. And again, let me say this, and I think this is the reason why a lot of women keep quiet. They don't want to share their story, and they don't want to come out.
Exactly.
You see, we
And when I
should
shared mine, they
we
said I
should
shared too much.
yeah, we should learn not to use people's pains as entertainment news or exclusive news. I was looking at I'm sorry I keep referring back to Bimbo, but I say this each time there is a domestic um, issue out there. Every blog wants to make it an exclusive news. Every
Mm.
blog wants traffic, but do they take the right appropriate steps? Because wait, if you say a man is his wife and the wife was in coma or the wife went to the hospital and you're reporting this news, why are you not tagging the right authorities? Why are you not tagging the police? Why are you not tagging domestic agencies? Why is it just the gossip part that you're interested in? Why is it that people want to shame someone that is a single mother? Why is it that people want to shame someone that walked out of their marriage? Why is it that people want to shame someone that has been battered and trying to heal? I remember I had a meeting one time when I left home, and I was with my friend. Bless her, bless her. She was there for me at that point. And I remember having a meeting and going into that office. I felt ashamed. Why was I ashamed? If people stare at me, I'm not thinking they're staring at me because I was well dressed for the meeting. What I'm thinking of is, are they staring at me because they've read my story online? Are they staring at me because they've read my story online that my husband brought a woman home or something? So sometimes, less as a society, we need to do better for the people going through domestic. We need to do better for people in toxic age. Same people that would say to Bimbo, leave, are the same people that would say to her, where are you going after 5 children?
Exactly.
No man is going to look at you. Your own is even still better. Do you know that some people's own is, there are loads of rubbish that people say. And I'm glad that a lot of women now know that marriage is not a do or die affair anymore. Like, you need, as a woman, I preach women empowerment, not in other ways, but in a way to say to women, get something doing. I can share my story today because I have a roof over my head. I have a job. I pay my bills. That's why I can be confident to share my story. What about women that can't
Exactly.
share their stories
Personal.
because, yeah.
Did
So,
you ever cheat on him in the marriage?
did I ever what?
Cheat on him?
I swear with my life and everything. I was with that man for 6 years and I didn't cheat on him in the marriage, or I didn't cheat on him from the day I met him. So
Oh
when I
wow.
say, so it's from the day, I don't count from my marriage. I count from the day I met this person, you know. I've been with this person, and this person has been the only person I've been with up until the time I filed for divorce.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.